Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Alexander and this is my audience member, Alexis right here, mother to imaginary one, Jack and Jill, and I'll be giving them persuasive speech on education pays. As you can see, I have a chart right here, and has anyone seen this education page chart yet? As we can see going up the chart, the employment rate decreases by almost 2% with each leap, moving from associates, bachelors, masters, doctrines, and PhDs. What I just explained means that even with the smallest sort of education, like an associate's degree, you still have a significant amount of knowledge and skill to contribute in the job industry. The definition of education: the process of training and developing the knowledge, the skill, mind, and character by formal schooling, teaching, and/or training. I will give you all unique examples of why education plays a major role. What role does it play in overcoming superstitions? Superstitions are a belief or way of believing that is based on fear of the unknown. With these thoughts and not proper education on the situation of today's society, it can affect your life in a negative manner. The awareness you receive from education, you will be able to replace the uncomprehended understanding with reason and logic. Do you believe enlightenment is possible with education?
Yes, I do.
A German philosopher by the name of Immanuel Kant summed up an essay called "What is Enlightenment?" in these following terms: dare to know, have the courage to use your own reason. The contribution education plays on enlightenment is that it wipes out all wrong beliefs from our minds. It helps us paint a clear picture, awaken the ability to question and to reason. The more knowledge we gain, the more. I believe education has a C, and I look at the C as the word character. A thesaurus has these words that are synonymous with character. For example, discipline, improvement, literacy, civilized. The reason I believe it plays this role because it helps us develop good manners and coaches us in the right behavior. The help of character helps us understand whom we are and how to properly plan for our future. Don't look at it just for the future of us, but for the comprehension to accurately guide and help others also. Let me say that again. Don't look at it as just for the future of us, but the comprehension to accurately guide and help others also. Keeping up with the world. The world as we know it is moving at a uniquely fast pace regarding technologies in the job market. There is a new piece of technology that does something more efficient being thought of and produced each week. How will we be able to understand this without proper education to keep us updated with these relevant changes in society? Even the job market itself has built several different ways within the last decade to challenge people competing with each other for various opening positions. Some of these ways are online questionnaires that test your answers and responses in certain situations. With these virtual tests, it already semi-profiles you with your answer choices. Have you ever experienced this in your job market? And if so, could you give a quick example?
For educational purpose in my current job, we have to have a bachelor's to get into the career field. But even then, during the initial briefing or questionnaires they give us to apply for the job, they ask you, do you have a job? Do you have a current degree? What was your old job? How did it relate? Different things like that. So education is definitely important.
Job markets also have a way to help them sort through so many resumes and hirees. The education you will achieve through attending some sort of institute will gain you the practical knowledge of how to do something. Let's look at this practical knowledge as a means to stand out with your resources of searching, along with having a step above the rest by adapting to the current job market specific needs. It also leads to career progression. The good education idea is almost implemented as a must in any form of job industry in today's ever-growing market. It's even impacted the armed force services. It will take a soldier in the Army service 8 years to become a senior as an E7. they will be able to make a base pay of $3,630.90. A second lieutenant officer in the armed forces with a 4-year education specific to the military needs and 4 years in the armed service to the military will have the option to make $3,692.10. This is an educational leap. This educational leap is half the time with taking this route. Then still after the entry-level rank, they have 12 opportunities of significantly higher rank structure to achieve. The part education plays in career progression is not just evident in the civilian world, it translates over into the military as well. Last but not least, I look at it as the pot of gold under the tree known as self-development. Why do we want to achieve this goal internally? Do you know why? It is a huge part of our society. The education you acquire guides you in the direction to help you become financially independent. This is majorly a huge part of self-independence. The term financially independence means to me that I will gain wisdom, which will aid my decisions, and confidence with the empowerment of education. Do you have any questions?
Why did you choose education as your persuasive speech?
Actually, before this, I was actually going to choose the power of positive thinking and what role does it play on the mind and life, and how it can tear you down negatively in the different angles. You can look at positive thinking, how it helps you in each angle of life, but I chose education because I've sat through numerous classes of going back and forth to education of senior enlisted who have previously no education at all, who just left high school and went to the military for 20 years by even saying that I need to go back and do education. It played a major role in my military career, and if I had done education, I'll be able to do these things differently. And even with them just explaining, turning in paperwork, awards, documents, and even professionally counseling soldiers on their progression, they still need to have to know how to be able to write and comprehend certain things.
Well, I thank you for the persuasive speech. It really helped me determine that I want to continue my education.
And this concludes my speech, and I thank you all for watching.